So what do you think about that digger?
Yes.
What did you say just now about the yard?
Daddy.
You did not. You said it's looking better.
It's looking better, Mama.
Yeah. It is looking a lot better. I've been peeking out windows, watching them work today. It's been fun again, day 2. And I looked on their trailer and I see our new stone stairs. So they're probably gonna go in soon. It's exciting. Look at those beauties. What did you think about those steps?
Mama,
Yeah.
come on.
Come on.
What's wrong?
What do you see down there?
It's rectangle.
They are rectangles. How many are there?
And 2.
There are 2 of them. They're beautiful.
And then next one's gonna be 3.
Yeah, they're gonna put the 3rd one on soon, huh? They have to take a break. That's a lot of work.
Mom, what about the squares?
What about the squares? I think the squares are going away. They're just gonna do rectangles.
Okay, go away. Yes,
Yeah.
squares are going away.
Bye-bye, squares. Hello, rectangles.
I love the rectangles.
Me too.
No, you want. No, let's come play a game.
Okay.
Slide.
Yeah, he is shoveling.
What's that?
A helicopter.
Helicopter.
Does it look nice? Do you like the stairs?
Yeah. There.
Yeah, they're making
I
stairs.
shovel.
Yep, shoveling.
I shovel in yellow.
Yeah, shovel and some yellow.
I want to.
You want to shovel? We'll shovel sometime. So today is the end of landscaping day 2. This is what it ended up looking like in front of the garage. It's nice and flat. It's looking like people live here. It's great. The girls had fun watching them on their Kubota. So they did some trim work over here. They dug out, this was the first thing they did this morning, was dig this big stump out. And I don't even know what all this was. I just know it was a big old mess over here. I had thought originally that I wanted this crepe myrtle taken down, but look how good it looks now. So my landscaping style is take it all down, start completely over. And theirs, thankfully, is let's leave what's working. And they did, and it's lovely. Now I can enjoy those pretty blooms. And maybe it'll bloom more because it's never really bloomed very much for me. I love crepe myrtles. I just couldn't enjoy that one. But now, look, it's so pretty. So they trimmed these hedges up a little. And they're looking a lot nicer. I told my husband it's funny watching them work. It's very interesting because they skip around a lot. So it's always kind of a mystery to me how they're picking what to do next. I told him that they landscape how I clean, which is like kind of all over the place. Like I'll start to clean the kitchen, and then I'll end up cleaning the bathroom sink, and then I'll end up doing the laundry, and then I'll end up back to the kitchen loading the dishes, and then I'll do some pickup in the living room or something. I'm all over the place. And that's the way it seems to go with this so far. So they'll trim for a minute, and then they put a few steps down, and then they chopped a tree, and then they put a few more steps down. And it's just funny watching them. It's a big old mess. It's funny watching them and how they choose to do whatever they're doing next. And I am super crazy and neurotic, and I am doing my very best job not to bother them at all. Because like I said, they're skipping around. Well, here's my basketball goal, and this thing is like awful looking, and it's in a terrible place. And they're supposed to take it down, but like they haven't yet. And I feel like they're at that point on this hill where they're probably ready to just put pine straw down and call it a day. And then this is still here, so I'm like looking out the window going, "They're gonna take it down, right? Are they gonna take it down? Let's go ask. Nope, let's leave them alone. Nope, let's go ask." And I'm just trying not to be crazy or bother them. The main guy, the owner of the landscaping company, actually had to go out of town. He's coming back tonight, so he should be here tomorrow, and I'm assuming he'll come talk to me, and I can ask him all my questions tomorrow morning. I'm just trying to leave the workers to their business and not bug everybody to death. But this is just actually, for the first time ever, looking so sharp. It's great. This soap already looks better than when we moved in. It's crazy. This was we bought a flipped house. So, and people in the neighborhood told us not to buy it when we moved in because it was such a mess inside. Previous owners had kind of just let it go, and they completely redid the inside, and it's nice. I do want to make a few changes, but it is nice, and I'm sure it looks a lot better than it did, and we got a great bargain on it. But they didn't do much yard stuff, which is understandable. So here are my big old stone slabs. I haven't even been this close to one yet. Look at that. That was fun watching them move these around today. They got a lot of them done. So that's the beginning of the steps there. Every time they would drop one down, the whole house would shake. And my 4-year-old was eating lunch on one of the first shakes around, and she says, "Mom, that almost shook me off my chair." But that's like a crazy improvement over what we had. It's just great. I figured these were so heavy we'd have to have like a crane or something in, but seriously, it's this Kubota and two gentlemen. And they chiseled a lot of it today. I think they're doing their best to make them perfect and nice and symmetrical and not lumpy, and they did such a great job. I know they're working so hard on this. So here's what the backyard's looking like day 2. Still a mess over here. Didn't really get touched over here today, which is fine. They were putting the steps in most of the day. This is my first time coming down here and looking at it. I feel like it's looking kind of crooked on camera, but it looks really nice and straight from where I'm at. That is fantastic. Those are so much nicer, so much sturdier. I like the 2 little trees they've left. They've been making me smile out my kitchen window. So I don't know if you remember from the before video, but there was a very gnarly looking, I think he said it was some kind of cherry tree right here that got taken down today. So this is looking a lot more open. We have a giant stump there. See this? We had a huge tree cut a long time ago. Nobody will touch that stump because of where it's at. So that's just there for life till it rots down. But yeah, gnarly tree going. So there's a lot more space back here now. Like if I fence this, I feel like my kids have a lot more space to play, which is great. I wish I had a fenced backyard before I had kids. Anyway, if anybody out there thinks they might have kids, get a fenced backyard first. You'll thank me later. I'm gonna try to hobble over here and walk up these. Thought about waiting until they were finished with all of them so I could take the inaugural walk, but these are great. Look at this. Well, this is just nice. Only concern is some of them are a little, I don't know if you can tell, some of them are a little gnarly. So I hope it's not like a trip hazard later. But it's nice to have the texture. I will say that. And I love stone. Honestly, I would cover this whole backyard in stone. I know that's probably ridiculous. Look, I think this is all of his chisel marks. But those are so nice. I don't want to say I have OCD, but I am one of those people that likes things. I guess basically to be perfect. And we had this one step that was uneven before, and I can't tell you how much that bothered me. So this is nice. I mean, they measured. I watched them pull the tape measure out each time and make sure they were getting the same amount of these are my people, you know, same amount of stair space. And I'm good at math, but I don't even know how they measure something like this and decide how many stones they need. It's crazy to me. I'm glad somebody else is doing this for me. But this is great. That's day 2. A lot of progress. So exciting. I was excited to see those stairs on that truck this morning. And like I said, this isn't going to be like a completely done makeover. This is really like a phase 1. They're going to just basically put pine straw down on all this dirt area because they're going to have to spray to keep the ivy from coming back. And I don't like sprays, and the landscaper doesn't like sprays, and we're both of the same opinion on, you know, take care of the bees, take care of the birds, but he says the only way to get rid of ivy is to spray it. So they're going to do 3 rounds of that. And then they're going to pine straw. So there's really no point in planting anything back anytime soon because they're still going to have to be a little bit aggressive trying to make sure this doesn't get overgrown again. So there it is. I'm very excited. I will post another video tomorrow, and you guys just stay safe. Bye.